Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Kia Sportage car. The fourth generation was the last with a classic engine range and without hybrids, although after the facelift in 2018 a micro-hybrid system with a 48-volt installation was added. They aimed to reduce fuel consumption and improve the comfort of work in start and stop mode, which it must be admitted succeeded brilliantly. Unfortunately, unnecessarily complicate the design, and the small benefits they bring are not arguments for choosing these variants. During the facelift, the slightly outdated 1.7 CRDI diesel engine was replaced by a smaller and more ecological 1.6. On the other hand, the 2.0 diesel with 185 HP gained the aforementioned mild hybrid, which is referred to in the manufacturer's nomenclature as the EcoDynamics Plus system. This unit also received a new 8-speed automatic gearbox. This is a very young design, so it is hard to say that it is prone to failures, but it is also potentially the riskiest, especially since mild hybrid systems have not yet been mastered by typical mechanics, while repairs at authorized service stations consist almost exclusively of replacing expensive parts. If you want a diesel and peace of mind, it's worth looking into an older pre-facelift car without such complicated exhaust gas cleaning systems. Unfortunately, Kia's diesels aren't particularly dynamic, and only the 2-liter 185 horsepower engine offers good performance. The 141 horsepower 1.7 CRDI also drives well, although it was only offered with 2WD. As for the drive, 4WD was only available in some engine variants, which I marked in the engine list. If you don't care about four-wheel drive, the safest choice of engine is the rather weak 1.6 GDI petrol variant. This engine has been greatly improved after its debut in older models and the previous generation of the Sportage. It has direct petrol injection, just like the dynamic 1.6 TGDI, which is also a good engine, but is fuel hungry. It's hard to go below 10 L/100 kilometers. Kia offered 3 types of gearboxes for the Sportage. Manuals were not available, only with the 1.7 141 hydrogen phosphide and 2.0 185 hydrogen phosphide diesels. Automatics were offered for them, as were the 1.6 TGDI, 1.6 CRD, 136 hydrogen phosphide, 1.7 CRDI, and all variants of the 2.0 CRDI. Double clutch and 7-speed DCT were installed in smaller units, and only the 2-liter received classic automatics with 6 gears. Only the aforementioned mild hybrid unit received an 8-speed automatic, also classic with a converter. The Kia Sportage's failure rate is quite mixed. While the car as a model is very well developed, its design for use is not so good. Some drivers are very happy, others are very disappointed. The main reason for disappointment is the capricious electrics and electronics, which generate errors but also mislead mechanics. From minor faults in lighting, locks, or multimedia, to serious ones mainly related to engine operation, exhaust gas cleaning system, or starting, there are already the first complaints about the mild hybrid system. There are also reservations about the durability of the clutch, especially in 4WD versions. DCT automatic gearboxes are not ideal. The quintessence of problems related to this model is the song Moses M.I. by a rapper nicknamed Kiki, who could no longer stand the number of faults in his Sportage and dedicated his not-so-flattering work to the importer. It must be admitted, however, that the failures in this car are not reproducible for all copies. It can be assumed that Kia has produced batches of better and worse cars. Therefore, it is worth thoroughly verifying the history of the car before buying and checking how often it has been serviced and what work has been done on it. If a lot of faults have been fixed, and especially when they have repeated, it is better to simply avoid such a copy. Common faults in Kia Sportage IV: multimedia glitches, lighting faults, faults in the electronics responsible for engine control, faults in exhaust gas cleaning systems, especially in diesel engines, diesel injection system, burnt clutches in 4WD versions, what to look for, 1.6 GDI versions, also the weaker 1.7 diesels, what to avoid, diesels, especially mild hybrids, and cars with a large number of faults in their service history. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know any problems with this car that I didn't mention, be sure to write about them in the comments.